crux of this? Well, the crux as I see it is twofold, and you can see how he takes the cues from Bonaventure. One, God is the Logos. God knows the forms in his mind. But in knowing the forms within his own mind, those exemplars, God knows every individual creature he has created or ever will create. How come? Well, you see, in knowing exemplars, God knows all that is possible. God knows all of the possibilities that are implicit in a material universe. He knows the various possibilities, all of them, which he could draw out of prime matter. Now, prime matter is primary matter, apart from any form. Matter which already has some sort of form is called signate matter. It's sort of designated matter. But God understands all of the potential that there is in prime matter. The potential which can be drawn out by the imparting of form. Now, it's not that prime matter already exists eternally. It's not that prime matter even can exist by itself. He's Aristotelian. Matter and form are always in combination. But knowing all possible combinations, he knows all of the possibilities that exist in this hypothetical thing, prime matter. You see. So that even matter has good possibilities and is in some degree good. Where did you hear a Greek saying that matter is good? You see. Prime matter is good. So in the whole hierarchy of being, there are degrees of being and goodness all the way from God down to prime matter. And in actualizing some possibility that prime matter has, he brings something into being out of what? Nothing. Because prime matter is nothing but empty possibility. You see. He brings something into being, something out of mere possibility, into actual existence. God imparts existence by giving form to what otherwise would be formless possibility. You see. The very particular thing, then, that he creates actualizes some such possibility. Each individual thing, then, has its own possibilities, its own nature, which God knows. Each individual thing has its own telos, its own proximate end. A proximate end is its own particular end, as distinct from the ultimate end of all things of the creation as a whole. The ultimate end of all things of the creation as a whole is to be like God, to glorify God. You see, to glorify God by virtue of achieving those proximate ends, those goods, which are the proximate ends. So every individual thing has as its own good, being like God in the way that as an individual thing, its own nature is designed to be like God in degree. And in that way fitting into the whole hierarchy of being such that the whole of creation, you see, in this hierarchy which doesn't have gaps and holes in it, so that as a whole, it imitates God. And is to the glory of God. So what he does then, with his theory of forms, is one, to say that forms are archetypes in God's mind. Two, to say that these archetypes make it possible for every individual to have a God-given nature. And three, for that God-given nature to fit into the overall purpose of the cosmos, which is to be good like God is good, each part contributing in degree to the whole. And God then, knowing the forms, knows the individuals. And the individuals within any species, so every individual. Yeah, he doesn't call them forms of individuals, he calls them natures. But these individual natures include the essence of the whole species.